Out by the barn where the stories grow, under the sun where the warm winds blow. A sanctuary where the hearts unite. Come join the love in the golden light. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Whispers of care in the gentle breeze, laughter that dances among the trees. Every life matters, every heart's a flame. Together we gather, no one's the same. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide.
Hello, welcome to Heath's Barnside Chat. My name is Derek, and it's so great to see everybody here today. It's Monday again, I can't believe it. It's been a couple weeks since we last met, and that was because it was Labor Day weekend. It was a holiday. Welcome. We're at Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary located in Sheffield, Ontario, Canada. Oh, there's the comments. They're coming in. Hello, Marilyn. Good to see you. Hello to Alyssa. Hello, Claire, watching from England. And Gail, thank you so much for showing up today. It's going to be an excellent day today, I can tell. We've got a really great lineup for you. We've got so much to talk about. It was the full moon last night. Did you see it? Did you get out and see it? Come on, be honest. There it is. It is just so beautiful. I mean, it looks just like a little speck in the sky in this photo, but it was remarkably huge and beautiful. And yeah, it was so bright last night. And even this morning at 7 o'clock, the moon was up over the barn and just looking so beautiful. And I hope you got a chance to see it. It's Andrea is not with us today. They are off celebrating their birthday. So special birthday wishes to Andrea. Put a cupcake in the comment feed below celebrating Andrea's birthday so that they know that we're thinking about them today. My name's Derek. I'm former Clean Pants owner and certified fence jumper, all of which is true. We had a busy month, and I can't believe August is already behind us, but here is a quick recap of everything that you missed. There we go. So many great moments this August. We recognize that we welcomed some new friends to the farm, as well as we said goodbye to some old friends as well. On today's Barnside Chat, we're going to talk about Sammy's rocket ship. We're going to talk about the Great Pig Bucket. We're going to have some resident updates, facilities updates, and then maybe we'll do Magic Rainbow Bag. If anybody has any questions, you know how that works. If you have a question that you would like answered, all you have to do is put it in the comment feed below, and our kind admin moderator will make sure that we get those questions and we'll put them in the rainbow bag. All right, so update, Tragedy turned triumphant. Oh, there's George right on cue. You came running. We were talking about the flooding that destroyed all of our food rations that we had for everybody and how horrible that was. And we held a fundraiser to raise money for a replacement feed and also a feed storage silo, which you all came running, and we met the goal, and that means that we'll be able to put in our feed silo, and it means that we'll have the appropriate measures taken. It'll be safe for the residents. We'll have enough of it. For now, right now, we just got a couple skids of the proper feed has arrived, and for right now it's just out like this, sitting in one of our wash stalls, and we'll be putting it in a feed silo, or the rocket ship. We told Sammy we're going to get him a rocket ship. So for those of you that don't know what a feed silo is, so this is what Sammy's rocket ship could perhaps look like. And that gets filled with the feed, and then like an auger unit at the bottom where the feed all funnels down into. An auger unit moves the feed through the pipe, and then it will fill buckets on the inside of the feed room. It's rodent proof, it's storm proof, and we're going to put that inside the arena, and it's going to look brilliant. So thank you to anybody that donated during that feed catastrophe. Yeah, check out the flooding. Yeah, kind of not the greatest. You can see stuff floating all over the bloody place. And thanks to you, we won't have that problem anymore. We basically moved everything out of the feed storage units that we had that were down in the storage yard. Everything has been brought up here to the main barn and divided and put into totes and bins and some other tubs that we have that we're putting plywood on top of. And that's to keep the rodents out. And although we don't have an active infestation of rats, if you know farms like I do, that farms and rats go hand in hand. So it won't be very long before the rats would discover a feed storage like that, where it's just out and about. So it's so important that we get our feed locked up right away. So I've been out rocket ship hunting, and this is a good contender for what we're going to get for inside the arena. And then of course we're going to paint the Heath's Fairy Barn logo up on it so that it looks like, you know, like a water tower. But we're going to tell Sammy that that's his rocket ship, of course. So thank you again to anybody that donated. We did it. It was, you know, not the best scenario to have to ask help for, but something as unplanned as a flood, we knew we needed to tell you what had happened and what we needed to do to make it right. So thank you so much for that. My gosh, this weekend we have another, oh, where am I? There we are. This weekend we have our second Great Pig Bucket Party. And a few weeks ago we did the first one with buckets of watermelon. It was a raging success, and we sold 40 buckets of watermelon, and there were about 80 people here that were on the property. I had originally thought it was around 60, but since the guest lists have all been collaborated, and then we had a bunch of people that showed up without registering, which was fine. We just weren't prepared for that, and so now we've got everything combined together. There was about 80 people here. 80 people were excited to meet the residents and feed them, and that was a resounding success. And I just can't tell you how happy I am to have had such a positive turnout. It really felt like the you know, it really felt like a positive buzz around the farm. And for any of you that are joining us now that maybe you don't know what the Great Pig Bucket Party is, well, here's just a quick video clip of what it's all about.
It's time for the Great Big Bucket Party. It's time for tours with your big bucket of food. It's time to meet our family and hear about our mission to be kind. Come on down to the sanctuary. It's time for the Great Pig Bucket Party. It's time for the Great Pig Bucket Party. It's time for tours with your big bucket of food. It's time to meet our family and hear about our mission to be kind. Come on down to the sanctuary. It's time for the Great Big Bucket Party. It's time for the Great Big Bucket Party. It's time for tours with your big bucket of food. It's time to meet our family and hear about our mission to be kind. Come on down to the sanctuary. It's time for the Great Big Bucket Party. It's time for the Great Big Bucket Party.
The Great Pig Bucket Party. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody this weekend. It's Sunday. It's the open house is from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. and you can come anytime during that window. But if you want to go on the big bucket feed tours, they're at 11 o'clock and at 1 o'clock. And it's we're doing a pay what you can price, which means that, you know, if you want, if you don't have finances to be able to attend, you can pick up tickets for $0. If you wanted to pay $10 for a ticket, you can do that. If you want to pay $100 for a ticket, you can certainly do that. It's pay what you can. We don't want it to be limiting on what you can pay, so that's why it's a pay what you can to enter. And I'm going to have to say we gotta have to pre-book your buckets to avoid disappointment, because we had such a great resounding success with the last bucket party that I don't want to leave any false hope that we'll have extra buckets. So you want to make sure you pre-book those buckets. And two, we don't want to have too many buckets for the residents, because we this time we're throwing out apples, and then the next bucket toss we're throwing pumpkins. So we want to make sure that there's enough food for the residents, but not too much. So we're limiting it to 40 buckets. And check out this bucket head here, Mr. Raymond, who loved the bucket party. And check out this moment here with this young person who's feeding Ray watermelon. This is probably their first time feeding a large pig watermelon, though I don't know them, but what a cute moment that was captured. We hope you can make it out to the Great Pig Bucket Party. That's this weekend. All right, now we're calling all artists and makers and creators. We're having an auction. You know, we have to raise funds constantly. Every single day we need to raise money for the mission, and every year, 2 times a year, we do an auction, and the auction pieces have started to fill the mailboxes this week. And I got to show you this one. This piece of art arrived. This is the one I've been trying to show you for the past couple weeks, and I kept forgetting to bring it, or I had it here and I forgot to show it to you. But check this out. Look at this beautiful watercoloring of Mr. BJ. And that's artist Andrea. Not Andrea that works here, though I would be so amazed if they did that. But Andrea does always enter something into the auction, so hopefully we get to see that soon. But yeah, isn't that a beautiful? That is so like beyond anything that I would be able to do with paint. Just water, and you could definitely tell it's Mr. BJ. It's absolutely beautiful. So the auction, where is my auction? There it is. The date to get in submissions for the auction, because we need more items for the auction, and the deadline is September 17th, I believe. And you mail us your item, you let us know that you're sending it. You can email info@happilyeverester.ca, and we're assembling all of these beautiful pieces. Okay, this next piece, I gotta be so careful with. Put this away. And thank you so much for everybody that sent your pieces in already. It's gonna be a great auction. I can tell by how this is shaping up. You never really know how it's gonna shape up until the pieces start to arrive. And well, check out this. Check out this. I mean, I kind of want this. So, my gosh, beautiful wooden chicken. I don't know what you would use this for. I mean, I would just sit it at the table and eat dinner with this. This could be, I bet you it's a door stopper. I bet you that's what this, but it's big. It's big. So this, you can bid on this, you can bid on the artwork, or you could bid on this. Check this out. It was a busy weekend for items arriving. Check this out. Whoa. Check out that. There's a few pieces here. Oh my gosh. Check it out. 2, 3 little chickens. Oh my gosh. This is hysterical. 4 chickens and one more. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love them. This is like the size of a baseball. It's so soft. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh, beautiful. I can't wait for the auction to open. The auction has its own Facebook page, and that's where all of these items will be posted to. And the dates for the auction will appear by magic in the comment feed below, and a link to that page where you got to make sure you like that page so that you stay up to date and current with all of the items that are going to be up for sale. We're also going to do a buy it now section, I believe. We did that last year where we had a buy it now, and there was things that we had duplicates of or things that we had multiples of. And so you can look forward to that style of an auction as well. Okay, my gosh, I'm yipping and yapping away here. We talked about the bucket challenge. Okay, it's time for some resident updates. This week on farm, we had some blood tests that were happening. We had some hoof trims that were happening. I can hear a hoof trim going on right now in the background. Chris and Bailey are busy lifting somebody. I don't know who is being lifted today, but here are some updates. Ricky, the last time we spoke, Ricky had an emergency vet appointment. The team acted quickly. Ricky has this reoccurring crystals in his urine, and it causes him to be really dumpy and lethargic, and it's quite dangerous for him. And he didn't show up for dinner one night, and he was taken to the vet the next morning. When he didn't show up for breakfast, he was not interested in breakfast at all, and that is not typical for Ricky. So Ricky is doing well. All of his tests came back, pretty normal for Ricky. There was some crystals in his urine, but and also he was dehydrated. So he's feeling well. He's back to his old mischievous self, and I see him out and about around the property. So we're hoping that we don't have any more episodes with Mr. Ricky. The new residents, Prince, Lorraine, Emma, and Mimi, they have all been integrated into different families, and Prince is now living with the Cornish hens, and we have Emma and Lorraine and Mimi who have joined down at the other end of the barn, and they are with Gilbert and with Elmer and Catherine and Jeannie and Obama, and we're trying to figure out that new family structure down there, because whenever you add new beings, new members to the family, there will be a reaction. And so we're busy watching them every single day, seeing where that all flushes out and who's being aggressive and who's getting it's just important to watch the dynamic. And the first couple of days, they moved Obama and Jeannie and then Catherine to a different section away from it all. And they're just trying different variations to see if we can find harmony amongst those new family members. So stay tuned. We'll keep you up to date on how that is all going. Oh yeah, here's some blood being pulled. Here's some blood being pulled from Sunny. This is Sunny the chicken and Bailey. And that must be Nicole's hand. Nicole has taken blood from Sunny, and that is to check on Sunny's thyroid. Sunny has gained a bunch of weight unexpectedly. They only get like the tiniest ration of food. I don't understand how he's been able to gain so much weight. So it must be a thyroid problem. He had a thyroid, they had a thyroid issue, and they were on regular thyroid medicine. So we're thinking that we're gonna have to go back on the thyroid medicine, and hopefully that will result in some weight loss. But we'll keep you up to date on that. Nicole is trained and knows how to pull blood from various species, which is incredibly helpful and cost effective. We take that then to the university in Guelph, and then they're able to run tests on it, and then they send the paperwork and the results to our vet, and then our vet interprets them, and then we'll prescribe Sunny's thyroid medicine. So, oh, look at this, Mr. Handsome Pants. Oh my gosh, this new friend Prince is outrageously. He has got quite a personality, and he has stuff to show you and take you around. And my gosh, he is a real flirtatious fellow, and he is now moved in to the arena and is living happily with the Cornishes, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know if Andrea showed you them being integrated, but I bet that there are some cute videos of that coming out. I know for the longest time when he was living in Dolly's house, when we would let him out, he would run out and run into the arena to be with the Cornishes, which is, I mean, that's who he wanted to live with, clearly. He didn't care about the chickens that are in his own coop. So we recognize that, and we're trying that marriage of friends and eating styles, because it does create a little bit of challenges, because Prince his breed of chicken is not as ferocious as the other chickens are when it comes to feed. The Cornishes, if you were to put down 5 pounds of feed in a container, they would just eat and 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 eat until they can't get up. Well, Prince, he's a bit of a, he should be able to free feed. And because we're restricting the other chickens' feed, and he's a free feeder, it makes things a little bit more challenging. So they are moving Prince into one of the chicken coops for several times, several half-hour increments a day, and giving him proper chance to eat. And then otherwise, whatever he finds out and about when he's scratching around, he gets that. So that's the update for Prince and these two boys. Oh my gosh. Seeing them rub heads and help each other out and cow licks, they're doing so good. Yeah, two big heads out and about. Yeah, I was, at first I thought that they were wrestling a bit, and then I was like, no, they're helping each other scratch heads, and then it was wrestling. So a little bit of both, I think, because I think I know for sure they love to have the tops of their heads scratched there, but I think that they're fighting over that small little piece of grass. Oh, I went and checked on them maybe about an hour ago, and I went and walked out in the fields, and I couldn't see them anywhere. I was like, oh no. I looked both ways, and they were not anywhere to be seen. And I had to go on a walk, and they were down this little part of the land where it just dips enough, where it creates the illusion that you can't, creates the illusion that you're seeing all the way across. But thankfully, we still have 3 cows. All right, some facilities updates. It's a busy week every week in terms of facilities, all of the engines, all of the roofs, keeping everything going. The red tractor again has come up with another problem. I went to start it day before yesterday and it wouldn't start. We had a mechanic out here a couple weeks prior trying to diagnose the problem. They put a new battery in it of all things, and they were adamant that that was going to solve the issue. And it did solve the issue for the 1 or 2 times that the tractor got used. But again, now the tractor is having this, we can't figure it out. It sounds like it's going to start. It's trying to start. It's got all of the right things to start, but it just won't bloody start. It's so frustrating, and it's such an important piece of equipment. We use it for pushing the manure pile. We use it for moving the big bales around. We use it for cutting the fields. We use it for so many things, and it's so irritating when this tractor is not working. And hopefully we'll be able to get that figured out, because I've got jobs on top of jobs that need to get done, and without that tractor, it makes things incredibly difficult. We're organizing like crazy in the old barn. These shelving units were once in the shipping containers. Now they're all moved to underneath the old barn, the old shipping containers. As you might have heard, we had flooding issue and they all got flooded out. Well, now they're up here on high water, up on high ground, up underneath the barn. And we had all of these shelving units and all of the totes. And so it's just relocating everything back up in. And yeah, things are looking great and organized underneath there. We did some landscaping this weekend. We had a huge donation of plants. Check out this pile of plants here. A whole bunch of there's evergreen trees, and there was maple trees, and there were some fruit bushes, and there were some apple trees and hydrangeas. Oh gosh, what else was there? There was blackberry bushes. Just a huge load of plants that we're so grateful to have been donated from Terra Nurseries. And we had a work day this weekend on farm where a bunch of volunteers came and helped plant trees in Dolly's yard. So we had, I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there were 7 big trees. And when I say big trees, they're 9, 10 feet tall. They're the trees that are right behind the volunteers there in the shot. And they planted those around Dolly's yard. And of course, to provide shade and enrichment, and also some interest in those areas, because right now they're just all grass. And by providing trees for shade on the buildings, it will help us with the cooling costs and the heating costs associated with Dolly's house. It will keep the birds safe from aerial predators, because netting is going to now go over top of all of those trees. Yeah, so it was a great weekend. The ground here was pretty hard from what I was hearing. I didn't get to plant any of this round of trees, but there's lots of tree planting to happen around the farm. So special thank you to the volunteers that came help us plant trees this weekend, and special thank you to Terra Nurseries for the donation of these trees and bushes. It was a busy weekend of planting, and I just love to see trees in that area now. It looks absolutely beautiful, and you'll be seeing those trees mature, and we're going to grow with those trees and get to sculpt out those areas. Now we're going to bring in some big rocks and start to put some big rocks in their area. We're starting to establish those areas out a little bit more, and yeah, it's taken a bit more time than we would have hoped, but such as life. But the chickens are all doing well. They're going to be super excited to have more bushes and trees in their area. And if you'd like to sign up to help us plant more trees or bushes, head on over to the website happilyeverester.ca. We've got volunteer work days. I think there's one more on the calendar for September. And then we've got some that will be added in for October. And to keep current on all of that, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll be the first people to hear about all of the news, any of the happenings around the farm. We'll be sure to update on the newsletter, and the link will appear by magic below. Here's the link for the events calendar and the work days. The next work day is September the 20th. Thanks, Christine. Okay. Well, friends, I think we did it. I mean, 30 minutes with you just flies, and I look forward to every single Monday when we get to have this time to talk about the mission, talk about what we're up to, talk about the good things, the bad things, and there are equal buckets of both, let me tell you about that. This past week, last week, actually it's been 2 weeks now, we lost our friend Angelo. We had to say goodbye to Angelo, and he was a goat who was in end-stage Johne's disease, and yeah, the ups and downs of running a sanctuary are hard on the heart and hard on the mind, but with you here by our side, helping us every single step of the way, giving us ideas and giving us motivation to carry on, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. My name's Derek. Thanks from all of us here at Heaths. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.